Hi, and welcome to this month's edition of District Destinations. And I am here at the beautiful Kromrey Middle School. And as usual, I have two fantastic student co-hosts here, and I'd like to introduce them to you. First, we have Sijan. Sijan, please introduce yourself and tell us something that you really like about being a student here at Kromrey Middle School.
My name's Sijan Watara. Something I really enjoy at Kromrey Middle School is the clubs. Some clubs I'm personally involved in are Black Student Union, Breakfast Club, other known as Youngsters Incorporate, and basketball, track and field, and yeah, that's basically it.
Wonderful. You're really involved in a lot of different things. How about you, Amelie? Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us what clubs you're involved in?
Hi, my name's Amelie Harris-Lasecki. I am in set design. I am in music theater as an assistant director. I am also in art club, yearbook. There's a lot of different things that I also enjoy about the sports and activities.
So as you can see in what Sijan explained and Amelie, there are so many great things for kids to get involved in while they're students here at Kromrey Middle School.
Dr. Minogue, speaking of great opportunities, last week David Daniel, an actor with American Players Theaters in Spring Green, came to Kromrey Middle School and worked with students. It was once in a lifetime experience.
So my role when we come into with these monsters back here, my role is to come in and give them a sense of freedom. So some of them have done acting experience before, they have been on stage, and some of them don't even know anything about a stage. And so my job is just to come in and show them the fun part of it so they can express themselves. That's all. We're not looking to make professional actors or movie stars. If they did, that would be great. But what we want is for them to have a sense of play and engagement with each other. That's the main point of what we're doing here. And they're learning about Greek mythology.
He gets me wanting to act a bit more, because me, I thought that I would never act, but now he's I don't know, it just makes me want to act a bit more.
Be the play that you want to see. Be that play. Yes, sir. Excellent. Thank you very much, Paul Lewis. Nice job, Paul.
Thank you, Ms. DeYoung, for putting this together.
In the gateway to technology classes, Mr. Dimple's 8th grade students showed off their final robotics project, a simulated automated assembly line, earlier this month. Close to 100 5th graders stopped by to watch. It was pretty cool that 3 of the 5 attempts succeeded.
The thing I learned was it's really important to rely on my partner, especially when they look over my work, because I made some mistakes with coding, and without her looking over my coding and stuff, we probably wouldn't have caught it.
Not everything's gonna work like you have an initial idea when you're assigned a task, and it's not always gonna work the first time, so you have to kind of work with your team to problem solve around it and kind of figure out a better way to do it. And even if it does work, you want to kind of try to make it better in any way you can.
Use your imagination and think out of the box, because there were some problems where you thought it was a simple answer, but there's more to it and more building that is required.
I think the toughest part in the beginning was getting the students understand that there's no right way to do what they needed to do, and that they're allowed to think outside the box, to be creative, to try different things, and most importantly to understand that it's okay to fail 1 time or 2 times as long as they've learned from that. But then in the end to kind of come through and see everything work together, seeing that transition from one work cell to the next work cell to the next work cell with minimal touching of the block, if any, as being our end goal.
MHS social studies teacher, Mr. Davis, once again helped coordinate Human Rights Week up at the high school. More than 25 speakers were on hand, and there were a variety of other activities for students and staff.
The reason we bring Human Rights Week here to Middleton is in social studies classes, we learn all about government and how governments operate and how these atrocities happen. But something that is kind of neglected sometimes is how they're played out in current events and how they kind of function today. So that's kind of our aim, is to better educate the student body here at Middleton about these issues in real time and how and what we can do to combat them.
Ever wonder what to do with markers that no longer work? Don't throw them away. Students at Middleton High School Green Team are launching a district-wide campaign to help keep markers and plastic bags out of the landfill. Let's hear about what they're going to do.
Hi, I'm Daphne. I'm a sophomore at Middleton High School, and I'm the president of Green Team. And this year, Green Team is having recycling programs, TerraCycle, and we're sending plastic bags to the Middleton Recycling Center. The 4 TerraCycle programs that we're starting here are the Gillette Razor program, the Febreze program, the EOS program, and our cafeteria has the Little Bites program. Basically what TerraCycle does is that they take our garbage and they recycle it, such as Gillette. You can't normally recycle the razor blades or the plastic pouches, but they'll take them and give us money for every unit that we send in. And we're also starting a color cycle program at our school, in which each teacher is going to have a box on their desk to collect markers and highlighters and dry erase markers, send them to Crayola, and have them recycle it for us. At the middle schools, which are Kromrey and Glacier, obviously, we're beginning the color cycle program as well. For 4 of our elementary schools, we are also starting the color cycle program, and a few of them have also agreed to do the TerraCycle program as well. Thank you. Well, that will be the end of it for this edition. Thank you for letting us be your co-hosts.
See, John and Amelie, you did a wonderful job. We really enjoyed learning more about Kromrey Middle School. Thank you for tuning in to this month's edition of District Destination. The story starts here. Safe travels, and we'll see you next month.